We have an issue in Canada, well, in North America and a few other parts of the world, where we think that working harder is better. And that's not always the case. You see, there are some people who will say, I worked 60, 70, 80 hours last week. And there will be other people who will say, wow, that is amazing. You must be really dedicated to your job. Well done. But for those of you who don't have jobs yet, 80 hours is a lot of time. If you're working 80 hours in a week, you're spending very little time sleeping, not too much time eating, and you really don't have time for much else except for work. That's not the best way to live. Now, there was a study that came out recently in Iceland, and they said to a lot of people in their country, let's try something different. Instead of working the usual 5 days in a week, let's work 4 days and see what happens. And at the end of the study, they found that the people who worked 4 days in a week, they were happier. They got to spend more time with their family and more time doing what they wanted to do. But the weird thing is, they also got more done at work. They accomplished more by working less, which doesn't quite make sense. And yet it happened. Now, how does this relate to our faith life? We are invited to change the world, to make the world a better place, to seek justice, to solve problems. That can take a lot of work, and it's hard work. And there are people who work on it so hard that they are exhausted. But to be clear, our faith does not invite us to be miserable. Our faith invites us to try to solve problems, to make the world a better place. And we don't have to be miserable in order to do that. We don't have to spend all of our time, and as a matter of fact, if we spend all of our time doing it, we'll probably accomplish less. The apostles gathered around Jesus and told him all that they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away to a deserted place, all by yourselves, and rest a while." In order to get everything done that we need to get done, it's okay to pause.